Hey, how's it going, guys? Garcia here with your daily portfolio update. So in this video, I'll talk about whether I bought the bottom on Nvidia yesterday. It's going to be a new holding in the account, so I'll go ahead and talk about that in this video. I'll also talk about any moves that I made yesterday or today, share some of the posts from Twitter, and give the shout outs at the very end. Okay, so today we are at $344,384.51 after hours. Let's see how the Roth IRA is doing. Today, it's down 1.3% because of Rocket Lab. And yesterday, so today is the 28th. So the 27th, I believe it was also a red day. Yeah, let's say from 8 a.m. to 3. It was like a flat day today, basically. But I guess if you count overnight, it was still a down day. All in all, down 6% over the past week. Year to date, we're still up 13% basically, and 162% all time, going back to December 11th, 2023. Buying power is $412. And in this account, I did close out the Rocket Lab puts. I sold to close them basically at break even because I bought Nvidia in this account. So I did trim a little bit of Rocket Lab in this account. I believe I sold, how many shares? I sold 119 shares in this account, worth $3,400, almost $3,500. And I used it to buy Nvidia. And I bought Nvidia in this account at an average of $118. Is that right? Yeah, 118. Okay, yeah, so in this account, it was at 118. And yeah, so this now will be part of the portfolio. So now whenever I see big dips or, I have extra money, I'll be allocating it to Nvidia as well. My reasoning, I mean, I'm not super familiar with the semiconductor space, but I think if the number one player is Nvidia and the number two is going to be AMD, I might as well benefit from the top two, doing really well. Let's see, an AMD call. Today, it was basically flat, but we're down overall 36% on these calls. Overall, we're up 73% on Rocket Lab and almost 8% on Nvidia shares since buying them. Here's the equity. 61 grand in Rocket Lab and 3,800 in Nvidia and 3,400 in AMD. Oh, the covered calls. Covered calls on Rocket Lab today, they were a little wonky. I guess this strike isn't very liquid, so the price is kind of jumping up and down. It was hovering around 4 cents, and on the last 10 minutes it spiked up to 29, but it spiked up for no reason. I mean, it went from 250 to 3. Price action didn't move much, but the option did. So it's not really worth 29 cents. I guess we'll just wait it out. Okay, the big account. Big account was up 3.9% today, thanks to Palantir that is being held here. Over the past week, let's see how this account is doing. Pretty much flat, up 1.8%. Year to date, we're up 12.8%, almost 13%. In the past year, we're up 456%. It's going to be wild. I'm looking forward to the 31st when I'm able to do a year-to-year comparison. And we're up 245% all time, going back to August 2nd, 2021. Buying power is 154 grand. And we're up 84% on the NVDA cash secured puts. So we're doing really well on those. I'm looking to close those out maybe like at a 95% profit. I think at 95% profit, I'll take the money and reload somewhere else. Covered calls. Overall, these are the same ones from the Roth IRA. So because of that massive spike, the price is kind of out of whack. So it's kind of throwing off the total percent return. I think we're up on these covered calls. Okay. The $30.50 puts on Rocket Lab, we're down 32%, but we still have quite a bit of time for expiration. So we have 3 more days, and I think I'm just going to wait it out a little bit longer. If Rocket Lab does go below $28, then I'll roll down and out, and I'll kind of push it out for next week. And let's see. For Palantir, these are the $88 covered calls. Those are up 62%. And those don't expire till this Friday as well. But, I mean, $88. I think I'm going to squeeze out a bit more. Okay. AMD, we're down 30% on these calls. And here is the rest of the portfolio. So we're up 327% on Palantir, 63% on Rocket Lab, and we're up 9% on Nvidia in this account. So this account I was able to get at $117, which is pretty sweet. So we're up 9% on these shares already. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Let's see. Yesterday, what did I post? I'm waiting for a good Palantir dip to buy. Motherfuckers, when the dip shows up. Bro is frozen. He realized he not built for this. And just like that, everyone is an expert on LLMs. All I know is I don't trust shit coming from the CCP. This was during that DeepSeek and Nvidia going down like 18% in one day. I thought the whole thing was overblown from the very beginning. So these are my thoughts. People are like, oh, it's only 6 million. Oh, it's open source. Come on, guys, let's not be harsh on China. I don't believe it. Here, early Palantir investors reading the most idiotic takes about the stock. Alex Karp should be removed as CEO, and they should oust him. Okay. When everyone was down yesterday, if you were my Discord or X subscriber, you would have made money with us today. I swear, this is what they all sound like. And of course, they block off how many they buy. And here, me talking about the NVDA cash secured puts. Are you actually going to buy NVDA at $48?
Absolutely not.
Hell no. I would have renegotiated that contract, rolled down and out. And here it is. This was the moment I could not take it anymore. Nvidia was down, I think 17%, I think at this time. Almost 18%. And I said, that's it. It's at 117. It's like, how much lower is it going to go in one day? So I decided to buy my first 100 shares. And I just happened to pick the intraday bottom. This is kind of what it felt like.
Oh, I know that guy's pissed.
Imagine being the guy that sold me those 100 shares right at the bottom. And here, I had to post this banger again. Here's investors using all these different indicators before buying, whereas me buying the dip based off of the gut feeling. Nvidia looks good here at 117. I'll buy it. And yesterday, I was down 5%, but I became an Nvidia investor on that day yesterday, which is pretty sweet. Looking at, looking back in the history books, yesterday was added as the single biggest market cap drop in, in a company's history. So when other people were panic selling, I became an investor that day. Okay. And here, Shyam Sankar, he was doing another hearing with the government. And dude, you guys got to watch it. He crushes every single one of these hearings. He is ready. He's excited. So it's just very inspirational to like hear him talk and share his thoughts and kind of push those ideas forward. And it looks like that's going to be it today. Overall, up 2.8%. So it looks like that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for watching, and thank you for keeping up. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.